Oh, what's up, YouTube? Mr. Smith, TrueX, if you see this later. Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm going to grab a quick drink and then yeah, we'll just settle down for a wee minute. Bear with me.
You had to know it was like a human snake. All of this came from him. He grabbed the door, he took the door in, he was reading my bank statements. He wanted him to say,
Lost my sweet tea. Look, we can't do anything without sweet tea.
it's full of shit.
Grab a fresh one. All right. So we're trying a couple of different things with this setup. I've been wanting to for a wee while, right? So I think we're trying 1440p tonight. I'm not sure if that's coming through. Also took my camera and put it vertical. Don't know. Maybe there'll be a difference. Yeah, let's just see how things look and then build up a list of some things to work on as the week passes. But I've been staying bloody busy. Very, very busy. Almost set up to kind of show you what I've got going on outside. Most of you guys that follow this channel, it's obviously for the code and stuff, but some of you are also interested in what I'm doing with plants and that. So I have about 2 acres out here, kind of like a homestead setup, right? Yeah. I've basically been clearing it, like tons of fruit trees right now, all sorts of crap, and I set up a gazebo out back so we can actually do some code streams during the day, which would be kind of interesting. But I'll be completely honest. I've been busy with the job and that. I'm building streaming technology for another company. So what we do here is just a reminder, it's just to kind of share what I do for hobbies and that. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll wire up this chat, do it. We could be running this on TikTok as well tonight, but we're not going to bother with that. But that's the code you see up on the screen right here. With that all integrated. I was going to activate the chat. All right. Got some housekeeping stuff to do. As in housekeeping with code. A couple of SSL certs are expired. Got some like boring WordPress stuff to do. It's been in my existence, that whole stack, but it's all right. Cool thing about this job though is everything you've seen me build here and kind of figure out the hard way is what I'm doing on an architecture and systems integration level. So we're talking WebRTC and obviously React and that. React's about the easy side of what I do though. I'm responsible for like integrating all the other stuff that all the other teams, front end, back end, and firmware. So it's really using every single bloody skill and bit of experience I've built up over the decades now. Which is good though, getting paid to continue to learn. And anyone in software especially should take opportunities to be paid to learn, especially if you're you're confident in your abilities to get stuff done. Right. So I have to come in here and Activate chat. I coded this a while ago. Streams for the weekend. Yeah, typically when I do these streams, folks, we'll have this running on Twitch, TikTok, and that as well. But tonight we're just sticking with YouTube. I think Twitch is up, but it's unintentional. Owen Slaughter, what's up, buddy? Let's see if your chat comes in. You should be hearing it, right? Oh, you know why? It's because I'm in the wrong bloody room. I'm logged in here in another room. There you are. So we'll disable it in here and then go activate it so you can hear yourself. I realize I've got like background noise in the background. I really don't care. I kind of like having the TV on when I code. And when I disable what makes me comfortable just to like get on a stream, you're not getting the full picture. You're just getting a performance, and I don't have time for that. I'm getting too old. 5 seconds delay. We have to switch room over here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and give YouTube some control tonight.
Bowen Slaughter says hey.
Be in business. There's a bunch of commands. If any of you guys have seen what I'm building here before, you'll already know it, but so type exclamation point help. You should see some of them. Bloody back, man. Let's get into the chair. This thing is a piece of crap. Oh, but I did go diving last weekend. It was proper good. My breath hold's got a wee bit shite though because nicotine habit got quite strong in the past year. Oh, look at that chaos! Right, we got some bugs to fix already, boys. I think I know what's causing that. Yes. Right, let's look at some code. So how are we processing these commands? Good question. Thank you for asking. Why is search not working? What's going on over here? So essentially, this whole project is composed of 3 layers. You've got the WebRTC layer. That's how you see me. That's how I can share my screen in that. And then we have the canvas layer, which draws your avatars over it. What do you do? I guess 4 layers. We also have the React layer, which is user interface. And then we have the server side. It's the Node.js, where I integrate with all these services. And almost all of this code has been written by me over the course of many years now. Even before the AI boom. So it's been a wee bit of a obsession.
At DHDNNEX Snaeson says trading a 189 mil diamond Tang user is Jish Burr.
The hell is Tang? Got to try out the ban command, but Bowen Slaughter. It's there if you want to use it. You know what? It's probably a TypeScript. So let's do some reverse engineering work here. That is the front end. That's not what we want. We want back end here. help single quotes, right? Function and send this. So this whole system's set up to use an event bus, so the front end, back end, and the WebRTC peer-to-peer layer cannot communicate over an event bus. If it was just a React UI app, you wouldn't have to do any of this. You could just have it all be reactive from context or state. But this is beyond that. One of the things I've noticed too in development is there's been so much specialization that full stack people feel like, I know you're out there, but it's getting rarer and rarer. I'll give you an example. I'm bouncing between Elixir, which is a functional programming language, obviously Python, TypeScript, and DevOps, just in my day-to-day job. So I'm all over the bloody map. Right. So we're going to go in here, figure out why is it showing that. Keyboard. I use one keyboard to control like 3 machines, so this is going to take a bit getting used to control my work. So. Bye. That must be an effect. Listening for the show state being updated. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to take big long pauses on this anymore. That doesn't, it really, you get to see me stumble around on stuff. But it's the nature of coding. And it's like riding a bicycle, like you never truly forget, but you'll forget like the different trails you've ridden on. You'll forget, you know, how fast you should take a corner. It's not different. Where's it sitting in the back? We've already moved it, we just haven't committed it. You've got, see, I've got like 178 stages sitting unstaged. So possibly. Have a send. That means it's coming from command layer. Take a look at our in-stage pages. That's probably the best way to get into this because we have a bunch of unreleased stuff. Client changes, so that's like Canvas and WebGL layer. Close that. Cool, make sure you're subscribed. I'm not going to stick around. It was already late. I'm just trying to like force myself to get in the habit of doing this again. I do enjoy it, despite not getting on in that starting this now, which is a good place to be. Also, check out some of the shorts I posted. I posted a short of the Artemis 2 launch directly from my front garden. I was able to see that. And just a reminder to the bloody flat earthers that I keep running into, if we're using rockets launch at an angle when they go up, it's because you can't just fly up and like go into orbit of the planet. Like that's not how it works. You need to perpetually fall around it. So they go up at an angle because they need to build up speed parallel to the Earth, so they continually fall around it, and they don't, they're not hitting the atmosphere, so there's not drag that's continually slowing them down at that point. But yeah, just a really peeved by that. Stop it. Get a telescope. Like, get a bloody telescope. Like, right. Pick up from there. Cheers, folks. Wait, before I dive off, I do want to see if we're able to upgrade the resolution of these streams. Wow, YouTube. I love that as a title. It's just like bloody right. Yeah. YouTube not show resolution. Where are we going? Okay, we are streaming at 1440. Brilliant. Then we should be able to bump it up to 4K. Well, that's progress. Successful test. As usual, you guys have any features you want to see me code, like have any programming questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or what have you. And if it's interesting, we'll cover it. Want to drop off now? Make sure you're subscribed, like the stream, so the next time we come back on, we can start building up our momentum again. This place lights up like a bloody Christmas tree, just because all the stuff you see on screen is literally controlled by the chats of all the live streaming things that I've coded. Yeah. Ideal thing is we get folks that actually just, like the kind of caliber quality we had last year, where there was a lot of people just learning how to code, and a lot of people that knew how to code that were sharing all sorts of stuff with me. And there was an interesting guy. I hope he's all right. We've had a couple of interesting people. We had one guy from Syria that was working with like severely limited hardware, and what was the name of the software he was working with? I forget. Anyway, he coded some really advanced 3D stuff, shaders, to work on really low-powered machines. Incredibly brilliant. I believe like the most creative solutions in life, but especially software, come from extreme constraints. And if you don't believe me, look up the Commodore 64 demo scene, and you'll get to see exactly what I'm talking about. And then we had a guy from Iran. He's all right. No matter what you think of specific countries in the world, man, like hosting these streams and having people come on from all over the world, just wanting to talk about what they built and what they're coding. I just wish the best for them. Right.